Are you feeling drained, devalued, or demeaned in your relationship? You may be trapped in a toxic relationship, and if you are in one, listen to the 5 steps of breaking free from this emotional and mental quagmire. The first step is recognition. Understanding and accepting that you're in a toxic relationship is the first step towards your liberation. You need to stop and take a moment to understand what a toxic relationship truly is. It is not just about the occasional argument or disagreement, but a consistent pattern of harmful behaviors. Imagine being constantly barraged by criticism, feeling like you're always walking on eggshells, or experiencing a persistent lack of respect. These are hallmarks of toxicity. Now, manipulation can be subtle. It's not always glaringly obvious. You might feel like you're always in the wrong, or perhaps you're constantly bending over backwards to please someone who never seems satisfied. The key here is to recognize the signs. Acknowledge the reality, no matter how uncomfortable it might be. Because once you do, once you see the toxicity for what it is, that's when you can start to break free. The second step is to love and respect yourself. You deserve better. The cornerstone of escaping toxicity lies in the realm of self-love and self-respect. They're not just feel-good phrases, they're like an armor you wear to shield yourself from negative influences. Imagine self-love as a nurturing garden. When you water it with acts of self-care, be it a relaxing bath, reading a good book, or a brisk walk in the park, you're fostering growth. You're nurturing your self-esteem. And self-respect? Think of it as your personal boundary wall. It's what you build to protect your garden. It's the line you draw to say, this far and no further. It's what helps you assert your needs and wants without feeling guilty. So, water your garden, build your wall. Nurture your self-esteem, set your boundaries, practice self-care. Because when you love and respect yourself, you radiate a kind of energy that commands the same from others. Remember, you teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. The third step is to seek support. Reach out to people who genuinely care about your well-being. When you're tangled in a toxic relationship, it can sometimes feel like you're on an island, isolated and cut off from the rest of the world. But remember, there are people around you who care and want to help. Friends, family, even professional counselors can provide a listening ear, a comforting shoulder, and crucial advice. Talking about your experiences can be therapeutic. It can provide relief, and it can also give you a fresh perspective. These conversations can help you realize patterns you hadn't noticed before, or give you the courage to make decisions you've been hesitating over. Don't let pride or fear stop you from seeking support. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather an act of strength. It shows that you value yourself enough to seek help when you need it. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to face this alone. The fourth step is to cut off contact. Sometimes the best way to heal is to cut off the source of the pain. It might feel like a daunting task, but trust me, it's a crucial step to break free from a toxic relationship. This means removing them from your life, both physically and virtually. Start by blocking their number and unfollowing them on all social media platforms. Out of sight, out of mind, right? It's not about being petty, it's about protecting your peace. Avoid places you know they frequent. This might require some adjustments to your routine, but it's a small price to pay for your well-being. Finally, focus on your personal growth. This is your time. Redirect the energy you used to put into the toxic relationship towards your own development. Take up a new hobby, learn a new skill, or simply invest in self-care. Remember, it's okay to prioritize yourself. It might be tough initially, but in the long run, you'll realize it was worth it. The last and fifth step is moving on. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. So, let's talk about moving on. It's the final and perhaps the most vital part of this journey. Moving on isn't about forgetting or erasing memories. It's about acknowledging them, learning from them, and then taking a step forward towards a brighter future. It's about understanding that you deserve better and working towards that. You see, healing is a process. It takes time, patience, and a lot of self-love. It's okay to feel the pain, to grieve, and to miss what was once there. But what's not okay is to let those feelings hold you back from embracing the new, from setting new goals, and from finding happiness within yourself again. So, take your time, but ensure that every day you're moving a step forward, no matter how small it may seem. Because every step counts. And remember, you're not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become.